And we're up. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon if you're in Europe or someplace. Welcome to the first set of the USBF mixed trial semifinals. Two matches, top four seeds have made it through to this point. We have Rosenthal playing Zhang in this match. In the other match, which will be the focus next session, we have Rubenstein against Millens. My co-commentator and far more expert commentator is Danny Sprung. Danny, thank you for doing this again.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. So are we going to do the two-match view?
That's your preference, right?
Yeah, as long as I don't
Works
hear
for me.
that it's bad. I like the two-match view. Both tables have opened a strong no trump. They're going to get a transfer to hearts. We see Corbell has jumped to 3 hearts to show he doesn't say what it is, but it's obviously some sort of hand that has extra values and or extra hearts. Likely just extra hearts, at least. And 4 hearts is not going to be much of a problem here. Spade lead. He has got 2 diamonds to lose. Actually, there's some interest in the play here. He's gonna win the spade, draw trumps.
Throw 2 diamonds on the spades, but lose the club finesse.
He can strip the diamonds out and play a club to the 9, and then Wolpert will have to give him the ace queen of clubs at the end to make.
But it's all about an over trick even then.
Yeah, I guess in the process of stripping the hand out, the defense will get 1 shot to put a club through before.
And assuming he throws diamonds, Chris is quite likely to go up the ace and play a club through.
Yeah.
Not much else, but yeah.
Well, even then, it's no good for the defense, right? I'm still on my first cup of coffee, so forgive me if my analysis isn't 100%. We see Michael Rosenberg has made what appears to be a slam try of 4 clubs. I guess his pass hand status protects him from partner bidding too much. I mean, he only has a 9 count.
Right, in the context of a passed hand, he had a really good passed hand.
Yeah, and you can imagine. I mean, what he'd like to have done is to splinter, because what he needs for slam here is, say, 3 low spades, ace queen of hearts, king of clubs, and good diamonds would make a slam. The key is, I mean, he was able to show side clubs, which I guess inferentially is also
right. I mean, Debbie has great hearts, but in fact, the queen and jack are wasted. She's got the ace and jack of spades opposite Michael singles, but the hands don't fit, as it turns out, very well.
Yeah.
Same lead, it'll be the same result. So while we're waiting for that to finish up, just a note that I am watching Twitch as well. For those of you tuning in on Twitch, if you want to make comments there, I'll try to get one or both of us to respond.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. I was a little surprised that both pairs let a spade on this auction. Dumbleton club feels like a more attractive lead. I mean, imagining partner having the ace king of clubs and getting a 3rd round rough, and now your ace of diamonds is the game setting trick, whereas spade lead doesn't have the clear path to 4 tricks.
Perhaps slightly less attractive for Eddie, given that Susan Zhang didn't double 4 clubs, but yes, I agree.
Yeah. So back in the right-hand room, Daniel up on the diamond there. He has real diamonds on this hand, but they're playing a precision system. Well, Lincoln bid the most normal 4 spade bid I've seen in a while. 8 spades in the king, queen, 10, 9. Favorable vulnerability, no side values to speak of.
Yep, looks pretty pure.
Sylvia's forced to double here. She's got 16 points, and double is quote unquote card / takeout. But when it gets to the 4 spade level and beyond, you sort of have to just double when you have a good hand and nothing to bid.
So on Daniel's hand, are you sitting or are you taking back up to 5 diamonds, given that you haven't shown diamonds?
Gosh, that is, well, we see what Daniel did. I don't know.
Your ace king of hearts are great defensive tricks. You have the ace of diamonds, but you could well be making a slam.
You could be making a slam, or you could be, you could be just getting 300 or 500 against your 600 or more as well.
And on this hand, 6 hearts or 6 diamonds look good. you really want to play by north to protect the clubs from the opening lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going to get to play diamonds from the north.
And hearts, you get a 4-1 heartbreak. So you may not be able to make slam, but you certainly want to think about it.
Yeah. Plus, you have to, I mean, the diamond position is favorable in that the singleton 10 falls in west, but
Yep. And
you
you're
do
going to
have
play
the
that hand for
potential to lose
shortness.
as well.
So I guess you're not losing diamonds. You probably can make 6, right? Spade, 4 hearts, 6 diamond, and the club is 12. Yeah. It's a little trickier. You may have to duck the first heart or something silly. Because if you get a spade lead, no, I
Yeah.
guess you can just rough a spade and then play on trumps. Okay.
So the defense has 2 tricks and they're going to get the ace of spades for sure. Ace of clubs for sure. And Declare doesn't have much in the way of club spots. So it looks like they'll lose 2 more clubs as well. I suspect the same start in the open room, or the room on the left, and we'll go diamond 4 spades as well. Here, the Rosenbergs don't play a strong club, so Rosenberg will know their partner has something in diamonds. A standard player still might fear a partner has 4-4-3-2 or 4-3-4-2, so it's not like they know they have a real length in diamonds that they can compete with. I'm going to guess that's going to go the same auction. Clara Wolenkin in the right-hand side is hoping for some sort of block position in the clubs at this point. Or say South has the ace doubleton of clubs. Yeah, even that he has plenty of hard exits. So I guess there's just nothing there.
In board 1, which looked like a normal kind of boring 4 hearts style table. In the other match, 4 hearts went down in one room and 4 spades double went down 2 in the other room. So it was much more interesting.
Yeah.
Interestingly, played by North, you get a spade lead from East, and Declare took the spade finesse of trick 1, and therefore lost a spade trick as well as 2 diamonds and a club in the end.
Uh,
Meanwhile, as Danny said, on the left-hand side here, we have 4 spades doubled on board 2 again.
so we see not everybody's idea of a weak 2 spade bid from Daniel Corbell on the right. He's favorable. He's got a chunky-ish 5-card suit. He is 5-4-2-2 with some values in his secondary suit as well. So if you're going to be of the mind of opening 2 spades, this is the sort of hand you want to do it with. You don't want to do it with a 5-3-3-2 with like a queen and 1 on the side. You want to have sort of more pure hands. And so we'll balance this with 3 hearts now. Well, Lankin's got to be thinking, obviously we're going to have at least a game on this hand. He's got to be thinking that slam is possible from his perspective. Imagine partner would say king and 1 club instead of 10-3, and the hand being otherwise similar. Slam
Right.
would be laid down.
And Jenny Wolfwood is going to know that her partner isn't just hanging up balancing here. He has real hand over there.
Yeah. She's not a passed hand, so her hand is not sharply limited as it might be, but by the same token, she has some attractive value. She's got good trumps, she's got an ace, but she still just goes low and bits four hearts. The slam would take up. Of course, it's not done yet. So once he sees that his partnership has all the key cards, he's just going to bet a slam.
Even in the face of his partner declining to cubid over three spades.
Yep. Well, he's not betting 4-0 Trump to invite slam, and when he finds
right,
out
he's just checking on key cards, sure.
All whether we agree with his evaluation to drive to slam opposite of balance is up to debate, shall we say? So if at the other table, I would suspect David Rosenberg will not open a two spade bid. The auction is going to go something like a club of heart, and West will make some sort of splinter, and East will be very keen to continue over that start as well. So I wouldn't be totally shocked to see six hearts in the other room too. Michael and Debbie might say the auction starts past one club, and might go a diamond, a heart, three diamonds, and now East will be even more charmed to be aggressive on that start.
Five spades is presumably two with queen. Yep.
So four spades, double. The defense has taken their three offsuit tricks and still have two clubs to come. That's going to be a push. I suspect that would be a push in all the rooms, but
so you would lose that bet. In the other match, both tables acted without other than double. So Zach Grossack bid 5-no trumps, pick a slam.
Wow.
Cecilia Rimstead bid 4-no trumps, two places to play. So Zach and Georgia are making six diamonds for a swing in against five diamonds at the table.
Which hand was the one who bid it started diamond four spades, the
diamond four spades, 5-no.
That was Zach.
That was Zach.
Wow. And the other auction was a diamond of four spades.
4-no. Two places.
Interesting. Wow.
So yeah, this match is very quiet. The other match is less quiet.
We picked the wrong match to start with. It's a long match.
No worries.
If you're on Twitch and watching us, you can see watch all four matches at the same time to see what's going on as Ewan is doing. So what does it take to make six hearts? We need to be able to strip all of the offsuits and then eventually play ace of clubs and a club.
That's what I was thinking. And it's not going to work.
It's not going to work here, but one of the interesting concepts about this sort of hand is that when you do strip the hand out and play ace of clubs and a club, if somebody has, say, king double to the clubs, they will drop the king under the ace. But if you say you draw trumps like they're doing, she does a few roughs, you nonchalantly play clubs the ace before the hand is entirely stripped. Sometimes they miss the unblock. Here Wolpert has even given up on that idea.
I have also seen people try to fake unblock. So they play a club to the ace in this kind of situation, hoping that an expert defender will drop the king, and that will actually give them their 12th trip. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually didn't have enough trumps to do all this, because if trumps were 2-2 and they rough two diamonds, then the West hand would be out of trumps.
So I guess they're playing for maybe a spade club squeeze.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense than my original line. Made no sense at all. All right, got to get more of that coffee in me.
Isn't that Rob Barrington's job? I'm pretty sure he's bringing us coffee at this point.
Yeah.
So again, checking with the other match, board 3, West opened a 1-no trump on the 4-4-4-1. Got a transfer to hearts and just jumped to 4 hearts. That was Shannon, Joe Millens.
I like the idea about putting a no trump and then splintering. No trump, 2 diamonds, 4 diamonds, splinter.
Kevin Rimstead opened the same week 2 that Dan Corbell did.
Yeah. So here we're seeing the auction start. Club heart, 3 hearts. So Eddie Wold has not chosen the splinter. Some pairs might have been able to bid 3 diamonds, sort of saying I've got a 3-heart bid with short diamonds or a super strong splinter. That's a method I like for that 3-diamond bid. But over 3 hearts, partners just going to bid a quiet 4 hearts, and this will be 13 imps to the Zhang team. So here,
4 on the right. I'm betting Chris opens this hand. It's a very nice 11 count, 5-4 in the reds.
They've got plenty of values for game plus, but they're off the ace king diamond, so no slam is going to have any play. I suspect that they'll end up in 3-no trump once they find out they have no 8-card major suit fit, but
yeah, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, some forcing noise. And I agree, heading for no trumps.
They might end up in 4-no trumps. So say the heart of spade, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. Say, well, I can now rebid 3-no trump. I don't think Jenny's hand is quite done yet. She might just bid 4-no trump over that as
That's
a
fair.
quantitative slam try. A lot of experts are out now actually able to use 2 spades as forcing here, and give yourself a little more room. It takes some work in your system to do that, but it can be quite worthwhile. On this exact auction, we can see they don't do that. So
if they're doing it up in 4-no, it's going to be easy enough. They have 2 spades, 3 hearts, 4 clubs, and 2 diamonds, which is 11. So they'll lose 2 tricks and make.
The only question is might she think she's worth even more than 4-no? Because even 4-no feels a little bit, you have this fitting king in 1 heart, your jack in 1 diamond could be of value. Yeah, she just went with the 4-no. Well, Lincoln will have the easiest pass. 4-no. 2, 5, 9. So
Danny, do you play in those kind of situations? 4-no is quant. If you accept, do you actually answer key cards?
I do. In this exact spot, since there's no suit, I would just answer plain aces. But
yep.
Then after that, we can do some maneuvering and try to maybe find a good fit for slam in a minor, some sort of choice of slams, 5 now or 5 spade bid. So we have 9 aces in 4-no trump, and we will certainly be able to establish a 10th trick in diamonds, or the safest 10th trick is in diamonds.
If somebody on Twitch would just do me a favor and post a comment confirming the audio is fine, that would reassure me slightly. Thank you.
So when Chris sees king of hearts and a heart to the 8, well, he gets the 10 of hearts.
He could play a heart to the 9. That is safe. Is that safe? If they switch to spades, they're ahead. No, I probably can't. I think he'll just play on diamonds.
Well, if he plays a heart to the 9 and it loses to the jack, he's got the rest of his
heart tricks, 4 clubs, and 2 spades is 10. Yeah, that's okay.
He's going with my original idea of the safest possible way to do this is to play diamonds. I guess if he played a heart to the 9 and somehow Sylvia was false carding with jack 10 8 5th of hearts, He'd still be okay. He still has all the black suits double stop. He can just revert to diamonds.
Right.
But we'll be interested to see Zhang's approach here opposite an opening bid. I suspect that she might be a little more optimistic with her 18 points and maybe not quite as used to the idea of such a light opening bid from partner.
And Eddie's probably on the sounder end of the competitors, I would guess. Although there are a lot of sound bidders in this field. The Rosenbergs are not exactly hyper aggressive.
It's a sort of hand one can easily fall in love with.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for them, if they do get too high, the hand that's likely to be on lead has the ace king of diamonds. So even if somehow there was something good going on in the hand, they were just going to go down no matter what.
If you got an opening spade lead, now you might play king of hearts and a heart to a 9 as a safer play, I think.
Yeah. All right, so Chris can now take his last 2 clubs and hope that there's a squeeze of some sort for his 11th trick. But we can see that Corbell can hold the hearts. And Sylvia has plenty of pitches and holds the spades. So I suspect Chris thought that 9 of hearts was going to win trick, would have won, but he was not going to risk the
Very
finesse.
embarrassing to go back and say, oops, yeah.
Oops, sorry, down 1 and 4, no, trying to make an extra over trick. Zhang bid 2 clubs over 1 heart, and that's alerted.
Alerted as could be as short as 2.
Interesting. Wow, she bid 2 clubs, showing. I've seen this a lot with 4-card spade suits, and 4-2, 4-3 kind of distribution, 4-2, 3-4 kind of distributions. But it's unusual to bid 2 clubs with 5 spades in your hand, unless it's a game forcing relay kind of bid.
And I wonder whether she's going to need to bid 3 spades now to catch up, if you like, and show that she really has 5 spades.
Well, our partner, assuming all partner bids are natural, it sounds like partner is 1, 5, 4, 3, just like they are.
Yep.
So given that she's probably going to want to hit the no trump, that she's got no fit. Now it's just a question of how many no trump she's going to want to bid in order to get the message across that she's got this strong hand.
And this again should be a situation where 4-no should be quant. They haven't established any fit. Or just 6. There you go.
So at least for her perspective, she's avoided putting the ace king of diamonds on lead. But I don't think that's going to come close to mattering with the hearts behaving poorly. So, I mean, in an ideal world where you avoid the diamond lead and the hearts are running, you have 5 hearts and 4 clubs is 9, 2 spades are 11. But even then, it's just hard to see where that 12th trick is going to come from.
Small spade lead ducked to the 10 still doesn't give you 12 trips. Yeah. Oh, and North is doubled, which I guess he knows hearts aren't breaking. He's got that ace king of diamonds. So I don't know that double, I don't think can particularly ask for diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, I think this double maybe just might be asking for. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, he's got the sort of hand where he knows that the hearts aren't behaving well for the opponents, as well as the fact he's got the ace king of diamonds. So
regardless, it'll work fine. And that'll be a big pickup for the Rosenthal team. Bringing the match basically back to square.
So board 3 and 4 were sort of mirror images of each other, both sides bidding essentially no play slam. I guess that last hand had a little more going for it, and that there was a potential squeeze, whereas this one really doesn't.
Adam Grossack and Emma Kolesnik got 6 hearts on the cards, which I don't think has any more play than 6 no-goes.
Yeah, well, it's probably gonna end up losing a heart at some point too, in addition to the ace king of diamonds. So on the right hand side, now that we know more or less the result on the left hand side, Corbell was able to bid a non-forcing or semi-forcing one no trump, and Sylvia, who had a balanced 5-3-3-2 kind of hand, just passed. Where are we? I'm sort of lost to the play now. That is there any way we can see the original hand?
Hmm. No, I don't think so.
Oh, the pictures of the hand diagram might show us the original hand.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, so we can see Corbell. Okay, so they did make one no trump. Corbell bid a no trump with a hand that wants to raise spades, but I think that their 2-spade bid directly would be a constructive raise.
Actually, I'm surprised he didn't. He has quite a nice. He's got ace king of clubs. He has a pretty decent constructive raise.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's 4-3-3, and if partner's passing a no trump, it may not be so bad.
Sure.
Right? Can we go back to the?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, the other.
No, that's what I wanted.
Just yeah, there you
Hard view.
go. All right, so board 6 on the right hand side.
Looks like 4 spades. Once again, off the ace king of diamonds and the ace of trumps.
Yeah, can the defense find a way to get a 4th trick? They have a diamond rough, but the diamonds are 5-2, so that will get over roughed. Nothing going on in the rounded suit, so it has the looks of a dull 4 spades, but interestingly, Lincoln did not start with the Texas transfer, so I'm not sure what he has in mind with his exact hand.
Yeah, because 4 spades now should be a mild slam try.
That's the way most people play it. My only guess is he's treating his hand like it's 5-3-3-2. Yeah, he's gonna get
3-0, yeah.
some games. A bit 3
How does
now.
3-0 do? You get a heart lead, probably. So you get 3 hearts, 3 clubs. Yep, that's fine also.
Yeah, I mean, you can picture hands where 3-0 trump would be better, but with King Jack tight of hearts, I'd be a little leery of that choice, but he's playing, I'm not.
Yep. Match point win. He'll lose the same 3 tricks as you would in 4 spades.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna see the partial on board 5 that was played in the right-hand side. So Rosenberg, I suspect we were talking about sounder players. He's not going to open this hand. It's got 11 points, no aces, 5-3-3-2. I think he's going to pass. If he does.
Mild curiosity. After Michael's double, Debbie did find the diamond lead against the slam.
Okay. All right. If he does pass, that's going to pass around to Eddie Walden West, who will open a club. Now Michael will bid a spade. East will make a negative double. Debbie will compete to at least 2 spades. Or most 2 spades, actually. She's going to show some sort of spade raise.
And here we need to see an example of that sounder style. I'm betting Michael is the only player in the 2 matches who's going to pass that north end.
Mm-hmm.
My odds are pretty decent. The other 2 norths are Zach Grossack and Celia Rimstead, neither of whom is exactly passive.
Yeah. I suspect everybody at the right-hand table would have opened as well. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody at the Rosenberg's table would have passed, all 4 of those players.
Yep.
And everybody else in all the other matches would have been. So here we're seeing the start we predicted. club spade negative double. Debbie will show some sort of spade raise. I don't think that she needs to show a constructive raise given her partner's a passed hand, and she doesn't really want to compete to the 3 level anyway. So I think she should just bid 2 spades and not give the opponents extra wiggle room with a 2-part transfer to spades. She bids 2 spades and alerts it.
Could have been, yes, I was going to say 2 clubs would be a constructive raise, so 2 spades is a weaker raise.
I think that's going to end the auction.
Well, Michael's not bidding on, and is Susan really going to force it to the 3 level? Probably not.
The defense has 3 spades, a heart, and a diamond on top. And
Jack of Hearts is onside. You can pitch a diamond on a club.
Yep,
So
she's done 3 clubs. Interesting.
Which looks like a winning decision. You're going to lose a heart, you're going to lose 3 clubs, and you're going to lose a diamond for down 1, which is a small pickup.
Little scary bidding 3 clubs with only 3 of them there. She does have the inference their partner doesn't have 4 hearts, or if they do have 4 hearts, they will take 3 clubs back to 3 hearts. So I'm not sure what Declare's hope on the right-hand side is for more tricks besides the 10 aces she has at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Sylvia She has called the tournament director. We won't know what that's about, but hard to see what is going on in this hand that would need a director.
Yeah, that's weird. And Declare can afford to overtake the Jack of Spades. The spades are running, so the hand really is over.
So while going about drawing trumps, he's left the king of spades in the dummy for a later diamond finesse, which we can see is going to lose. $11 tall tricks for him, which came from the player.
Right, when they didn't take their 3 defensive winners, Declare just has 11 tricks.
Okay. Right.
On the left, taking diamond finesse, it's going to lose, and that's the end of the hand. They're going to lose the ace of trumps for down 1.
I think the match, of course, 1 imp is nice to win, but it's the fact that it's tied the match is sort of irrelevant. This is board 5 out of 120.
Yep.
There'll be about 400 imps scored across the match, maybe a little less. So that's a long time to go. Even if a team opens up a 20 or 30 imp lead, this is very, very early in the match. So I suspect Zhang and Wald will not be playing 300 trump. They'll be just playing the more normal 4 spades. I'm wondering, the West hand is a sort of hand that if it goes a no trump pass and you play a method where West can choose to declare 4 spades with all of his king and 1, third queen and 1, he might want to play spades from his side. So I mean, if you play something like South African transfers where you can choose which side you play from, or you just play 4 spades natural, this might be the hand to do that with.
And in fact, in the other match, Shan Huang playing with Joe Millens, the auction was 1-0, 4 spades.
Okay. Yeah, here already just the more common four heart transfer to four spades.
But I like your point very much.
All right, back to the right-hand side. Welenkin is up in the club. Sylvia, she has overcalled the heart. I mean, you sort of have the values for a heart. Your suit isn't very good. Your partner's a passed hand.
And you're all red. It's a little twitchy.
Yeah. It's a sort of one heart bid. You're like, because pass, I'm going to start to get worried.
And then if it goes double, I'm really going to start getting worried.
Yeah. Well, if it goes double, you're in trouble. So here, Wolpert has an interesting hand. She's got enough values, obviously, to act. She's probably just going to make a club raise. I suspect she'll bet two hearts, showing a club raise, a limit raise, or better type hand. But if she was, say, 3-3-4-3 with similar values, or 3-4-3-3, she might choose pass, expecting her partner to re-up with a double when they're short in hearts. Yeah, here we see the two heart bid. So, question for everybody out there is two-note trump forcing here. You've shown a limit raise to three clubs. This exact auction, actually, I was just reading about this on an old bridge winners thread last night, whether two-note trump is forcing or not. And we can see that they play it's non-forcing.
I certainly play it as non-forcing.
So if you do play it as non-forcing, then if you have a hand that would accept an invitation and no trump, you need to not bid two-note trump here with Williams' hand. You just go ahead and bid three now.
And Chris is probably on the border, but he has a lot of jacks, and his ace king tight in hearts are not pulling full weight.
Yeah, he'd much rather have a queen jack third of hearts and his high card values and where they can build tricks.
Sylvia is embarrassed by her suit and chooses to attack diamonds instead.
Yeah, sometimes these weird sort of modest four suit overcalls work out well in the sense that it tells you what not to lead when partner doesn't raise. And this seems like it might be a good example of that. So the defense is going to take its first four diamonds, and it will have a spade to come, and that'll be it.
Yep, Declara has four clubs, two hearts, and n-1 spades. So yeah, making two.
So meanwhile, I guess three clubs would have been okay as well, losing two diamonds and a spade.
For a push, sure.
What happened to trick one
Wait,
that went
hang
queen
on.
of diamonds to the ace?
Yeah,
Right.
that was somebody doesn't know what's going on in the defense.
Yeah. So
One of
now
them is playing Rubinow, and one of them is not.
now the defense, the diamond suit is not going to produce four tricks, and the spade suit will produce three tricks for you as well. So they'll take three spades, two hearts, four clubs for at least nine. And Sylvia might think the partner has ace jack of diamonds, and that's why they overtook. So she might try to catch the king of diamonds now, and that'll be the end of the hand.
That's odd. Yeah, so Dan sees that his partner overcalled a heart and then didn't lead them. I guess he thinks she's leading queen from shortness.
Yeah. Well, she can't be. I mean, I wouldn't say she can't be too short, but it's unlikely she's got two diamonds because that would give Malenkin four clubs and four diamonds, and they would have probably opened a club.
And as you said, there she is cashing king of diamonds. Clara has the rest. So
Yeah.
making 10 tricks.
Yeah. I'll cash the ace of spades, see the 10 drop, and he's going to run his clubs first. Also, I was gonna say a little surprised he hasn't cashed the check the spades to make sure that Sylvia doesn't have a singleton, so he can take the proven finesse later. But he ran some clubs first. So an unlikely 180 in the right hand side now that it'll be up to Wall Zhang to try to make a plus with his cards.
both tables in the other match got to 3-0 on those cards, which, you wouldn't be surprised by.
Mm-hmm. I am not totally surprised by it. It's not a hopeless conflict. With the 10 of spades, it's, you just need a spade finesse and the diamond's not to produce 5 tricks for the defense. So not the worst 3-0 I've ever seen. All right, so back to the right-hand side, pass 2 diamonds. Corbel will make a takeout double.
That's a pretty mainstream 2 diamonds and third seat white.
Yeah, the suit is great. The purity of the hand is good too. You don't have slow winners outside, slow defense outside.
Although I think it was Zia maybe who advised preempting with Queen X inside suits. So
yeah,
they'll finesse into you.
So Wilenkin has some options here. He can just raise the 3 diamonds. He goes let partner go and not do anything too exciting. Or he could try 3 clubs.
Nah, 3 diamonds is normal. That's what yeah, okay.
He might have tried 3 clubs just to get a club lead against a potential 3-0 trump, but I guess he sees that the opponents are probably going to 4 of a major anyway.
I think when his partner opens a week 2 and he has 3 card support, he's not expecting to be in 3-0 trump.
Yeah. So Corbel will double again, and now Sylvia will bid 3 hearts.
And Daniel will probably let that go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously partner hasn't shown any values at all, but you've got to play them for something on these sorts of hands. And to look at your hand, say King 4 of hearts gives you play for a game.
Yep.
Which turns out that's all partner has. So they have the nice Jack of hearts in case our hearts go 4-1.
And there's very little the defense can do to touch that. They've got 2 diamonds in the club, but there are no roughs.
Well, this could create some problems. So Sylvia's bidding 4 diamonds to give choice of games to Daniel. And I'm just wondering if he might think that partner's showing a little more than they have, and they might get too high.
She passed over 3 diamonds as well as initially. I think that's if she thinks that the second double means they're going to play game, which I'm not sure she necessarily does. I mean, Daniel doesn't have to have, what does he have, a 10-22 count for the second double?
He can have an ace less than this and bid exactly the same way. So
right.
she's clearly showing some values by bidding 4 diamonds. Just a question of, what that range is that couldn't bid over 3 diamonds, but now is giving partner a choice.
She's probably putting south on a singleton diamond, which, would be the normal number of diamonds for him to have.
Yeah, Daniel
might survive just fine.
Daniel makes a disciplined 4 heart bid, and they're going to be okay. So we see Rosenberg did not choose the 1 heart overcall chosen by Shi in the other room.
Gosh.
And now Zhang has made what I assume to be an invitational 2-0 trump bid.
Just back on the right for a second. It's good that diamonds are 5-3. If they were 6-2, if the razor was short rather than the preemptor, then you'd run the risk of a possible over rough trump issue. And on this hand, you've got the ace, king, queen, jack of hearts. Hearts are 3-2, so it's a non-issue.
Yeah. And he knows from the diamond spots the way Wilenkin let a low diamond, so he knows that the diamonds are not 6-2. So a chance for Rosenthal to pick up a swing by defeating 3-0 trump in the left-hand side.
Second highest spade lead.
Okay, so this
that's a little scary because that means Declarer has 9 tricks as soon as they get it.
Yep, exactly. This is a good reason to lead the highest spade. So now Rosenberg knows that Debbie doesn't have the queen of spades. Well, he's looking at that 9 of spades in the dummy. That's very ominous for defense's prospects.
I guess Debbie could have queen 8-7-6.
She could. And then Michael should be putting in the 10, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could cause problems of a different sort.
Well, that will actually probably work better for them because presumably Declaro might play south for the king.
Mm-hmm.
Although south can see, sorry, Declaro can see that isn't fourth highest from the king.
Right.
Once you see the 10.
Declare knows what's going on here. They could just
Declaro should be able to get this right and take 4 spade tricks.
Yep, we shall see. A lot of imps at stake here, and she's going back to the spades right away. This is the moment of truth here.
Oh, I am surprised actually. All right, but so now that Michael is still in the critical hot seat, he has to play a diamond right now.
I suspect he's going to. So there's about 17 imps on the line here. They're going to lose. They're going to win 7 for 280, and they're going to lose 10 for minus 600.
So if Declare's source of tricks is diamonds, then he'll have a second chance if he plays the king of diamonds. If Declare's source of tricks is clubs and he doesn't play a diamond, he's in trouble. So I think you're right. I think he will play whatever of the king and queen gets him an attitude signal from partner. The ace king of hearts are in dummy, so he knows that he doesn't have any help from part. Well, he can lead hearts; it doesn't cost him anything. What does he know? He knows Declara has 3 spade tricks and 2 heart tricks is 5. So she needs 4 tricks in the minors. If she has, let's say, the ace 10 of diamonds and the king queen of clubs, would that mean he needed to play a heart right now?
Yeah, so Debbie was in a spot where she might have been able to help Michael with her spade spots.
That's a good point.
Yeah, she can see that there's going to be a choice of which minor to shift to. I don't know if playing the 8 here might have helped Declare in the spade suit, and that's why she didn't do it. But other than that, he plays a heart back. Oh. Okay, so Declare will quickly claim their 9 tricks here. Or solely claim their 9 tricks here.
I think quickly.
All right, so I was just had a half an eye on the other room. They stopped in 3 hearts and had 2 top losers and 2 minor suit kings to lose as well, I believe. The fences just established their 4th trick in clubs, and now eventually declares going to lose a diamond as well.
On board 7, where we just saw the Zhang team pick up, making 3-0. There was a push in 3-0 down 1 or whatever.
Yeah, I suspect that's the more common result, but I don't know if I don't know much about Susan Zhang or what her style is as to whether she got up in 0, 1, or 2 diamonds on this East hand. She chose 0. Now the Rosenbergs are going to have a no Trump family auction and eventually get Stamen and then get to 4 of one of the majors. As I recall, it didn't matter which one they played.
Right.
2 diamonds, just a waiting bid by Michael. Now I suspect, oh, this could change the auction somewhat because I suspect Zhang will double this. And
Well,
now we'll see what the Rosenberg's methods are for untangling no Trump family auctions without a stopper in the suit that the opponents are showing. I prefer pass here to say I've got like a strong no Trumpy kind of hand, but I don't really necessarily want to play no Trump, and that's what Debbie chose as well.
yeah, the pass is forcing, obviously.
Now, if Michael's on the same page, he might just bid 3 diamonds and get a 3 heart call, and they'll get the 4 hearts if they do that.
I don't know if 3 diamonds is necessarily not natural here. I guess if it, yeah, it would not be natural because you'd just pass 2 diamonds double. Although that isn't game. That's kind of interesting.
He could redouble 2 diamonds if he wanted to play diamonds, but we shall see what he does. Well, Wald might raise to quote unquote raise to 3 diamonds, but given his partner couldn't open, or yeah, he just chose to pass. His partner couldn't open in 3rd seat. I think he should just stay low. And
I think you're right. 3 diamonds looks like a bid that you may not have an agreement about, but probably means what you have.
yeah. Well, so how much we know. Rosenberg chose 2.
Michael deciding his majors are not equivalent.
So obviously Debbie's going to raise hearts in some fashion.
Well, I think she's in the same position that Dan was. She only needs king 4th of hearts, and all right.
Right. Yeah. Partner's sort of under the gun to bid 2 hearts. They might be bidding on the same 0 count that Sylvia was bidding at the other table. And so she chose 3 hearts and now they're going to get the 4 hearts. Right.
And they're on the same page, which is more important than being on the same page as those. We have another 2 clubs bid on the right. That's Drury. And Chris says, nope, didn't really have an opening bid. Don't make me do this.
So here's a spot where Rosenberg Wald might try to fake holding a doubleton diamond.
Yep.
Imagine partner having the jack and 1 heart, forcing the declarer to use one of their high hearts on at trick 3.
I don't know their carding, but if they're playing standard carding, it looks like that's what he's doing, yes.
Well, he did echo. I don't know whether I'd love to know if that was a doubleton or not. Although, you know, I suspect Michael will know that diamonds probably aren't 6-2 because
there was no
the server player would have done something with ace, king, queen, 6 of diamonds and was passed to them. So back to the right hand side, we see a spade, Drury, 2 spades, and now Sylvia has backed in with 2 no Trump takeout. Interesting spot because she doesn't have hearts. I mean, I guess this might be a more minor suit oriented takeout.
Yep.
She did try the 3rd diamond and Michael smoothly roughed low, so. Not entirely low. He used the 5, just in case West had 4-3 doubles.
That's one of those par contest plays. Yeah.
Michael loves his par hands too, so.
Trumps are going to break, and the hand's over. Yep.
So spade lead against 3 clubs.
So assuming you get a second spade, which I think seems likely, you rough that in hand. How do you start?
Feels like we want to start trying to either build a hard trick or build a hard rough.
Oh, the club switch is interesting. So if it goes low 10 ace, are you really going to play Chris to switch to a club from queen third?
You might. Daniel chose to go after diamonds, not hearts. I guess he can, since he's in his hand, he wants to start taking diamond finesses, and he can always start the heart suit from the dummy if he needs to try to work on hearts.
On this layout, you have two diamond losers. You have a heart loser, which means you need to not lose a club trick.
Yeah.
And you've still got, some handling to take care of. I don't think you can handle everything.
But yeah, if they play ace of hearts and a heart, we can force the dummy with another heart, and now we have a club trick for sure as our.
If you play
Two
on
diamond.
cross rough lines, West gets to trump in on a diamond. Yeah, I don't see this making.
So we can see that the diamonds are 4-1, but Daniel doesn't know that because Lincoln might easily have been playing the king from King Jack third or King one or King Jack tight.
Another diamond now, presumably.
Yeah, I think that might be right. Now Lincoln has to avoid roughing since it's his partner's natural diamond trick.
On the left, you can see that, the Rosenbergs didn't compete quite as aggressively. So East-West are playing two spades, where they have 5 spades, a diamond, a heart, and a club. So that should make, I think, in reasonable comfort.
Yeah, both minor should kings score tricks.
That'll be a small pickup. So I don't know whether it's Zhang or Zhang or how I'm supposed to pronounce that. So Chris is going to know that Jenny has 4 diamonds from a count card on the first diamond. And he can see the diamonds are in dummy. South is playing the hand. So I think he will just discard on this trick.
Yep.
And now declaring those diamonds are fruitless. So yes, ace of hearts, heart towards the queen. Or possibly a third spade ruff, I guess. There's no reason. If you go ace of hearts, spade ruff, that's 7 tricks. And now the king jack of clubs would be 9.
Yep. He's gonna make it this way. Yep. Well.
He's still okay. Up, and now he's not. Yes, he is. Sorry, yes, he is. He's going to make the last club en passant. Never mind.
Well done.
I should go find coffee. Yep, nicely played.
East-West second diamond trick and trump trick sort of collapsed onto each other. So I suspect Daniel would be opening 3 diamonds. Oh, yep. Undo. I mean, he does have some attractive holdings in the majors, but and he can't open 2 diamonds, I'm assuming, because they play a strong club. So his choices were pass the 3, and he chose pass. So Wellington up in 2 hearts, which seems pretty. Oh, he's alerted it. So there, it looks like they're playing a two-step preempt, and this is the good one.
Right. It's not a multi. It's a real weak intermediate weak 2.
This is something that I've played for years and had very good results with it.
I agree.
Particularly when the opponents interfere, they just don't realize that you've got some defense when you're up in 2 hearts, and if the partner of the 2 heart bidder has some defense or a surprise in trumps, they can fruitfully double. So opposite a sound 2 heart bid, I suspect that this will just be a game bid from Walpert.
So on the left, we have the same 1 spade opening on that really quite ratty 11 count. But everyone's going to do it.
So 4 hearts can be defeated with a club lead. We can see club ruff, diamond over, club ruff. Another diamond, but they're going to lead the normal king of spades.
And so declarer can draw trumps and run the clubs.
Yeah, and they'll make 6, right? Because they can pitch a diamond on the club.
Yep.
Not realizing that they were in mortal danger at trick 1 until they play 1 round of clubs and see what happens. They'll play a club, they'll play one of the high club honors from the east hand first, just to guard against jack 4th in either hand. And quickly make 6. It might have been a different story on a diamond preempt, though.
So in the other room, West opened 3 hearts. Pass, 4 diamonds, all squish.
In which room is this?
This is Shan Huang opened 3. Pass, Georgia in South Seat reopened with 4 diamonds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been thrilled at defending 3 hearts with that hand. When you have 3 low hearts there, partner's not trapping, but anyway, on to 12 on the right hand side. So Willinkin has a hand that's too strong for no trump. He's going to open a club intending to bid 2 no trump next. She will make a takeout double of that.
On the left-hand side, Michael didn't come in over 2 spades, where Sylvia did, but Debbie is now reopened with a takeout double. And I'm guessing going to get them to 3 diamonds maybe rather than 3 clubs.
That more suits my style. The hand that's short in their suit is the one that's reopening, not the hand that's long in their suit.
I expect 3 diamonds is going to end the auction.
So club double, spade, 2 diamonds, just 3 spades from Olankin with 18 highs, but his queens are diamonds and his shape is poor.
Yep. And I'm sure Jenny's going to pass that. Yep.
We can see they're quite high enough.
They have 2 hearts both offside. They have 2 diamond losers, and they have a club loser. So unless they can arrange some kind of end play, well, 10 of hearts lead, I think, puts pay for that. Okay.
All right, so let's follow the plan 3 diamonds. Zhang has led the ace of spades and is looking at a dummy that makes you want to shift to a trump, but she shifts to a heart.
And that gives up 2 heart tricks to declarer,
who
now has no heart losers. They still do have the same two diamond losers that we thought they might have playing in three clubs. But they'll lose a spade, two diamonds, and they can afford to lose a club trick.
Yeah, Rosenberg with rough spades in the dummy. His hand should play pretty nicely for him at this point. Spade rough, heart over, spade rough.
And particularly if you put Zhang on the ace king of spades for that lead, which is not guaranteed, right? It's partner suit. You would have a really good idea about where the queen of clubs is also.
Well, if he takes two spade roughs, two hearts are four, two clubs are six, it's gonna need three diamond tricks. Yeah, this might have more handling than it looked at first. Three spades to go down one, like we suspected in the right-hand side.
If he plays a diamond now and sees the king pop up, he takes another spade rough, part of the ace, spade rough.
I'm not so sure. It's easier double dummy. I'm not sure it's right to play a diamond at this point. You don't want to.
I was just thinking that if he's playing for roughs, is he going to play on trumps? You're probably right.
Yeah. So she is up with a nebulous one diamond on the right side. She cannot bid one club because that's strong. This is the kind of auction when your partner is up and in one diamond playing precision. If you pass, you're just praying that they don't that they balance.
And notice that in the process of taking spade roughs on the left, Michael has seen the king of spades. So now he is going to be very, very confident, I think, that the club finesse is working.
I think I'll try for one more spade rough, knowing that if they rough in, it's likely to be with a natural trick at this point.
Yep.
That's what he does.
But there's no attractive return here from the east hand. I was going to say a club is the only thing I'm going to play, which solves the club problem.
Yeah.
And then Michael will just crash queen diamonds, and East can have her high trump whenever she wants.
Actually, ended up making one more trick, playing diamonds, which didn't seem likely at first.
Winning an imp for his team.
So back in the right-hand side, Sylvia's light opening bid, they've actually managed to find a 9-card fit. So while they were in trouble in terms of strength, they found a good fit and were able to get out of the hot water that 10 opposite 2 red against red might have produced. Meanwhile, so the most natural game for East-West is 4 spades, and Daniel having responded 1 spade might make things a little more difficult for that. But I think Chris is just going to bid 2 spades here. He had a hand that might have overcalled 2 spades over a diamond pass a spade right away.
It's going to be a little tricky, perhaps, for East-West, either one of them to realize their partner is as strong as they are.
I think if Wellington bids 2 spades now, Wolpert will know that he's got a strong hand. Balancing with the takeout double and then bidding the suit that was bid on his right. That he couldn't bid for easily the previous round. It's got to show a very strong hand.
Sure.
So my guess is that we'll go 2 spades past 4 spades at this point, but I could be far off.
On the left-hand side, we do get a 3-heart preempt as opposed to the 2 hearts we got at the other table.
Yeah.
His partner has not raised that big game.
Yeah, that hand is, in my opinion, is too strong for any kind of preempt unless it shows a strong hand. I'd rather open one or a solid two like Wolankin did. Opening a standard two or three to me is just, you just have too much stuff. You're 6'4". You've got good values in your second suit. Your queen one's not so great, but yeah.
I agree. And if you compare it to the 11 count he opened on the previous hand, this is at least as good in playing strength.
Yes.
So this will be a pickup for Rosenthal. Non-vulnerable game. That's 6 imps, I think.
Yep. So Wolankin did bid two spades like I predicted, although it took him a lot longer than I expected.
Michael could have made Eddie happy by finding the club lead and holding him to 3.
Yeah. He was dealt the king queen of spades for a reason. It wasn't a good reason it turned out this time, but it was a reason.
On the right-hand side, you can see Danny was correct. Chris did indeed bid 2 spades.
He's got to show a strong enough hand to make game opposite what Jenny has. And she knows the opponents are playing a strong club, can easily be in there very light.
I'm guessing there are some folks who might not be 100% clear that's a spade suit, but that's a spade suit, right? This is not a pro. And so, okay, Jenny's great. Raising 3 spades.
Hmm. And Lincoln takes it in. All right.
Yeah, you're playing vulnerable at imps.
So the effect of the opponent's auction might allow Lincoln to guess the spades. I actually never mind. The spades were going to show to be 4-1 with finessable anyway. So
And
spades.
North has shown, what was it, 8 cards in the minors, so you're not playing her for spade length, so you get the spades right.
Even that notwithstanding, the 4-1 break reveals itself before you need to commit.
Yep. So you're going to lose 2 clubs, and that's going to be it.
So similar start to the auction on 12 that we saw in the other room, club double, spade. The other table, I believe Rosenberg, the South hand bid, but either way, Walters bid 3 spades, and now that's where they're going to play it. This is the 3 spade bid where the defense has 3 minor suit tricks and needs to make sure they get their 2 hearts, and they will.
And yes, in the other room, tap with 2 diamonds. Over. Same 10 of hearts lead, which will again, I think, make the defense relatively easy. Expect a push on the board.
Even if the declarer was able to strip the hand out and have it down to only spades and hearts, as long as Debbie at South didn't play the 6 of hearts on a heart lead from East. Yeah, even it doesn't matter. You just don't have enough cards in the suit to stop and play the opponents.
Scores are very similar across the 2 matches. Here you can see we've got a 3 imp difference, 25-22. The other match, Millens is up by 7, 28-21.
All right. So pass, and Malenko will lump in a club or a diamond rather, and Sylvia, I suspect, will think that she's too strong for a 1 heart overcall. She's got a very big hand, so she will double first. Doubling and then bidding a suit shows a hand that's too strong to overcall. I think the auction is going to start a diamond double, pass a spade, pass 3 hearts. I think she's too strong for even double in 2 hearts.
So she's got a 4 loser hand.
Mm-hmm.
She really doesn't need very much from partner.
And partner doesn't have very much.
Partner has less than not very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turns out on this hand, she'll lose 2 trumps. She'll lose 2 clubs. And she needs to somehow not lose a diamond.
Well, in order to not lose a diamond, she would need to use her one and only dummy entry to take a diamond finesse instead of playing on hearts.
Right.
And even that may not, even the defense, I guess if the defense leads a club and shifts to a heart and gets back in with the club and plays another heart through, the declare will never even see the dummy. So they'll just be held to their 4 hearts and their ace, king, ace. And the club is 8 tricks. However, holding jack and 1 diamond and having seen partner of a diamond, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a diamond lead from East.
That's also true. On the left, you can see that we're getting a second heart through declarer. That's going to create their 5th loser. And whichever red suit Michael gets in with, he'll just cash the other one.
Slowly considering, obviously, between 2 and 3 hearts, I suspect. We can see that she needs to go low here, but
Speaking of not going low, Mr. Grossack again, over an opening 1 club by West, Trina trumps.
With on 14 with the north hand?
With the north hand on 14.
I like it. It may not work very well this hand. In fact, we can see it's pretty much a disaster, but
He's going to work very poorly. He's getting opening club lead, and he's
yeah.
going to lose at least 4 clubs, a couple of hearts, and so on.
Yeah. 2 diamonds, slowly a bit. I'm a little surprised at that. I would think 2 diamonds would be more like a strong hand with 3 spades and no clear direction.
Yeah.
To me, the hand is just like, how many hearts do you want to bid? She's bidding 2 diamonds with the intention of bidding 3 hearts next. I guess she thought she was too strong for a direct 3 hearts.
I think for most folks, that 2 diamond bid would guarantee spade support.
I personally like the idea of it guaranteeing exactly 3. Because if you have 4, you can raise to 2 spades, 3 spades, 4 spades.
Sure.
You can splinter if you need to. You have plenty of ways to show a strong hand with spade support. It's the hands without spade support that want to be able to bid 2 diamonds.
So if you had that agreement,
yeah.
Would you consider passing 2 diamonds on the south hand?
No.
Or is North just still so unlimited that you wouldn't be willing to do that?
No, I mean, this is a 3rd seed up, and her partner could have a strong 2 bid and then some. All right, so she didn't hear. Okay, so she's trying the same route that Grossack tried, which is hoping the partner has, say, the jack of hearts or something. You can imagine a diamond lead partner producing the jack of hearts. That's 5 hearts and ace king, ace queen.
And she has the advantage that West opened 1 diamond rather than 1 club, so she gets the very helpful jack of diamonds lead. It's not going to be enough, but Chris says nope.
So she still has live play for this hand if the jack of hearts is coming down.
Yes. And I don't see what else you do.
Interesting. They both thought this hand was so no Trump oriented they never even bid their hearts.
King, queen, 10, 9, 6. Major suit, who needs it?
Yeah.
On the left, Wald and Zhang have got the same 4 spades that Daniel and Sylvia did. And again, it's going to pose no problems whatsoever in the play.
Yeah, they didn't face any opposing bidding as we would suspect, given the Rosenbergs were north-south. So you told us that Zach Grosek overcalled 3 on Trump with the north hand. What happened in the 4th table on board 14?
They haven't got there yet. They're still playing 12.
Oh, okay. Now Sylvia will win this. Say a prayer, lead the king of hearts. Her prayers won't be answered. She'll end up with 4 hearts, 2 spades, and 2 diamonds.
Which is better than she might have done on an opening club lead. Jenny has
Yep.
led diamonds and spades, neither of which it turns out is the suit her side wants to attack. Zach went down 3 in this contract, so she's going to do better than he did.
Yep.
And we'll see the same board coming up on the left.
Now, I was going to say, now she just has to make sure she doesn't play a club. Because now if she played a club,
Right.
that could give the Claire 9 tricks. Although I think Malenkin would have known what was going on a club lead and knocked out the ace of diamonds.
That diamond pitch I was expecting, that tells Chris the whole count.
Mm-hmm.
He'll pitch his small club here. He'll pitch a big club on the next strip. Oh, he's going to pay fine.
Lame. Let's see how Rosenberg treats the hearts / no trump kind of hand. I'm pretty sure he's going to double as well. It seems sort of normal to do that.
Agreed.
We see the east hand, the right hand side is playing too fast now, so we will have to wait for board 15 to come up.
Which is, I mean, it's only one board. I'm a little surprised they're holding it for that.
Well, it just means that that board hasn't started in one of the slower rooms in real life since we're 30 minutes behind.
That's correct. The Rimstedts are a board and a half behind the field. That's Cecilia and Kevin playing against Adam Grosak and Emma Kolodnik.
The more I think about it, the more I like Zach's style of just putting 300 from here. Just visualizing a diamond lead and knocking out the heart and hoping for 9 tricks.
Well, so he did it over opening one club.
Yeah. Over one club, well, I mean, you still have the same possibilities where they say they lead 2 rounds of clubs. Now you have a club, a diamond, and 2 spades. There's 4, something for 5 heart tricks. Michael Rosenberg in open events plays with Zach Grosek, so I'm sure he's seen Zach make 300 trump bids like this before. Maybe he's more keen to them now than he might have been before.
We're getting a little exclamation point on our timer here, but that just means that we're getting time added on slightly because we're being delayed by the other room.
It's like what's it called in the rest of the world's football?
Extra time.
Extra time, yeah. There's the extra time. We're just counting up the extra time now. I never understood why they did that. Why they didn't just stop the clock when the clock needs to be stopped and just everybody knows how much time is left.
Because then you'd get people rolling around on the floor, even more fake agony if their team was winning.
Yeah, the fake agony stuff's got to go. All right, so we see a diamond double pass. Rosenberg Debbie will bid a spade. And now Michael will be in the same position that Sylvia She was at the other table. If one's going to bid no trump next, maybe one should bid 2 no trump and not 3 no trump. Nah, I guess it's just a straight bet on that jack of hearts coming down, and partner will never know what is needed for it.
Or indeed, maybe partner has the jack of hearts. They're not going to know it's the critical card here.
Sure. Coming down in either east hand, west hand, or south hand. Just coming down.
If this were a Victor Mollo book, somehow East would drop a heart on the table and the Roof of Arrow would claim his trumps on the 4th small heart lead.
All right, onto the 15th board in the right-hand side.
We get another nebulous precision diamond.
So assuming East West ahead of the auction, it'll start a diamond, spade, and no trump. And now she will have an evaluation question.
So you can see that Michael did exactly the same thing as Sylvia did, 2 diamond Q.
Mm-hmm.
And opposite what is this an 11 to 14? One no trump, 14, something like that.
Probably 11. Well, they are unfavorable. They might play a slightly stronger no trump, but I'm guessing it's 11 to 13. Sylvia just signs off in 2 spades.
Michael does show his hearts.
So a question for everybody out there in the world is this sequence that Michael has chosen, is this forcing? Should it be forcing? I mean, he could have just bid 3 hearts over 1 spade to send a similar message.
I think the fact that he went through 2 diamonds to do it makes it forcing, yes.
And now Debbie has chosen 3 no trump with her 5th round diamond stopper.
3 no by sack.
So I'm going to guess that that's going to get a high club lead out of Wold. And he will be thrilled when he sees the dummy. If partner encourages.
Yes.
Because he knows that if the Declare has the ace of hearts, they're just called anyway. And if they don't have the ace of hearts, that means partner has it and we can knock out clubs. Yep, there's the ace of clubs lead. Now it's up to encourage
one free coffee coupon. Sorry.
So if the defense goes club, 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 they'll take 4 clubs and at least 2 hearts.
We have a difference in evaluation on the final board again. Zach and Georgia are playing 3 no on those cards after a 2 club call by West.
Yeah. All right. The defense has got this right. Well done to them. And Zhang, when she gets in with her hearts and takes clubs, can see that the ace, the strong hand is exposed, so she can see that exiting a spade has got to be better than exiting a diamond once she's out of her rounded suit winners. So Declare I guess that doesn't matter.
You're going to win the heart. She's going to cash 2 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to play a spade. She's going to get back in with another heart.
Mm-hmm.
And North has to hold on to the ace queen of diamonds. Otherwise, she can just, no, I guess she, yes, because if he pitches the queen, she pitches the queen of diamonds on a club, then East can exit a diamond to the bare ace and still has another heart enter. So she will have to lose a diamond at the end, playing away from the North hand.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. She's being forced to pitch winners here from the dummy.
Well, now East can exit a diamond.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's the same diamond trick they were getting all along.
No, they didn't.
Wow, I don't know why.
I think it's sort of an open book in that you can visualize partner having
I don't see
the
how playing a diamond to bear ace can ever be wrong.
yeah. You can see the declarer having the relevant partner having the relevant pointed suit stoppers to produce an extra trick. They still won two imps, but they would have won a third one for that extra
Yeah.
round.
Two spades made four on the right, and we're coming to the final board on the left. Thank you as ever to Danny. Pleasure to be with.
Thank you. And
Thank you to the USBF for having such a wonderful tournament. You know, it's by far my favorite tournament to watch with the duplicated boards across all the tables. The fact that we're playing on tablets means there's no view graph errors. Really nice.
so look, that is am I counting that right? 6, 8. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 13 icon points. So we will see a difference of evaluation here as well. I suspect that Michael Rosenberg will not just sign off in two spades.
So assuming we get a 1-no rebid, that's basically the same range as the other room.
I think it's probably a point stronger.
I think it's 12 to 14 versus 11 to 13.
Yep. I think Michael will make some sort of invitational noise with the north hand, whether it's a two club relay to two diamonds to followed by two spades or something else. I think his hand is just a bit too strong to just sign off in two spades. Not entirely clear that four spades is called on these cards. You're gonna have to lose a spade, a club, and a heart, barring a mirrors and seeing the jack fourth of spades on your left. I guess with hearts, with the jack of clubs coming in, it's going to be okay. Yeah, so Michael starts with two clubs, so he's going to follow that with two spades, I think.
Two clubs start an invitational sequence, either a sign off in two diamonds, which he doesn't have, or he'll then invite, presumably just in spades.
So
Debbie has a nice fitting queen of spades. She's not minimum. I'm guessing she'll go on.
Yeah, the rest of her honor structure is kind of, I mean, the ace queen of hearts together is nice, but the king and the queen and the minors separated, no tens, no jacks.
Yeah.
It's sort of a medium-ish kind of hand, but the queen nine of spades are both out. So this sequence will show an invite with six spades. I think that will get the job done.
Yep.
Now it's down to Michael to actually make four spades.
Assuming he does, that'll be a 10-imp pickup.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to get as an opening lead?
I'm guessing a club. Even though you have a potentially natural trump trick, it's not like leading from king 10 third or king fifth has good things going for it either. So once again, if you find a partner with two aces that are cashing, ace of clubs, club rough, card to the other ace rough, that's four tricks.
And Eddie's going to be thinking that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to win the ace, play his lowest club back, get a diamond return, and be very sad.
He's going to be very sad.
And that will, in fact, make the whole hand quite easy because it solves the club suit for declarer, and it means there's no longer a natural trump loser.
Right. The play might have been more interesting on a red suit lead, but I think what Zhang did here was entirely normal.
Looks totally rational. Yep. So the heart finesse is going to win. Declarer still has a heart loser, but that's only their third loser, and so this should come home.
So for those of you who have decided this hand is over and are ready to sign off, we'll be back at 45 minutes or 45 minutes past the hour.
And when Danny says we, he means he. I'll be replaced with less hair by Rob Barrington, who's running the view graph for these things.
Yeah.
Just checking in with the other room. They're also almost done. There's a 4-imp match there. Zach went down in 3-0 as opposed to 4 spades on this last hand. So we might, I at least will switch over to that match and we'll check in with what's going on there when we're done here.
Interesting. They got the 3-0. What was the option?
The diamond by South, 2 club overcall, 2 hearts by Zach, which was spades, 2 spades showing 2 or 3, 3 spades, 3-0. I would have thought if 3 spades showed 6, then 4 spades was a more normal call from the South, but Georgia went for 3-0.
Yeah. I mean, she does have stuff that wants to be led into, and having the lead come through your king third of clubs is certainly unattractive. You can imagine the defense starting club rough on a different layout than what we see, and that's why she chose 3 now.
Well, but she was playing spades anyway because Zach did 2 hearts showing spades, so she would declare it either way.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, if it's okay with you, Danny, I'll just move us over to the other room.
Sure.
So this is the. Oh.
No, you're in the previous round.
Semifinals. There you go. So you can see the 3-0 down 1 on the left. Cecilia managed to get out from 3 hearts on board 14, which is going to be another pickup for them. Zach and Georgia were again in 3-0 going down.
She evaluated this hand sort of the way I was, without really appreciating the fact that the Jack of Hearts coming in would make 300 trumpet a great spot. But yeah.
So her somewhat slightly conservative approach will definitely win imps. She's lost 3 tricks. She's going to lose the Jack of Hearts. And
so, yeah, the defense seems to have gone in a way that's similar to what I was suggesting, in that they stopped Declare from reaching the dummy with a club rough and take a diamond finesse. So she's going to have to lose a diamond in the end. She's lost 3 so far. She's going to lose another heart for 4, and the diamond king gets 5. Well done to Adam Grosek and Emma Kolesnik. For those of you who don't know, Emma's Finn Kolesnik's sister.
Alex Kolesnik's daughter, and also, as it turns out, Adam's fiance.
Ah, right, yes. I knew they were romantically involved. I didn't know that they had reached the engaged portion of the relationship, so congratulations to them.
And yes, Emma gets out with a club, and so Cecilia is going to lose a diamond at the end and go 1 down, which is still a swing into her. 100 is 3 imps.
So we can see that both pairs in this room, obviously the Rimstads, so North-South are married, and East-West are about to be married. They're not every pair that gets married, 2 fine bridge players can play together as husband and wife. It takes some extra talent to do that. Having done that so from experience, I can say that.
Adam possibly has a slight problem. He's got the Queen of Spades and the King of Diamonds, so he's going to need to get some help from Emma in her carding.
Ah, yeah. She doesn't know as much about the hand because partner opened a club. What's going on in the minors?
I don't know that Adam knows to get this right.
Yeah, we would need to have followed the carding a little more carefully to know exactly what he knows, but we do know he's got a problem at this point. He's going to lose at least three no matter what he does. My has pitched no diamonds along the way. What's the alert of two clubs over a club double? Unfortunately, right? Okay.
So Emma has thrown all of her clubs. She hasn't been able to throw a diamond, and she's thrown the 10 of spades.
Yeah, throwing all our, it turns out this is the sort of hand where you need to help your partner, and throwing all your clubs unless you can do some sort of suit preference there doesn't help them very much. They need to know the shape as opposed to the high cards.
The 10 of spades maybe is, excuse me, maybe is a count signal. If that does show three spades, then Adam can afford to pitch a spade here.
Also, a partner had queen jack and a diamond. They might have signaled in such a way to say, "I've got some diamonds with your partner or for you."
On the other hand, yeah, if the 10 of spades is just, I have nothing in spades, suggesting maybe they have something in the, it's a tough problem.
And he got it. Well done.
Good job.
All right, so that's going to be 3 imps to helps.
And so the final table on the final board.
It's the 3-9 trump / 4 spades / 2 spades hand. I'm assuming the rim sets play a strong club and he'll open a diamond. I mean, he'll open a diamond either way, but I'm assuming they play a strong club.
Is that true? I don't actually recall.
We'll find out if he alerts it or not. Yep. Oh no. So they're playing what probably some version of a transfer wall system where they open a club with balanced hands and a diamond shows an unbalanced hand.
And a lot of pairs play transfers. Okay, yeah. So this one heart shows spades here.
This is the style that I personally like to play. I've never played a strong club, but I adopted this transfer wall style about 12 or 14 years ago and have really enjoyed it. I think it's quite a good system. So some people play that the one spade bid here just confirms a weak nut trump, which is what he's doing. Some people would play that the one spade bid shows exactly 3-card support. I like this style better.
We get a takeout double from Adam.
So this keeps the singleton club off lead. So I'm guessing we're going to get a heart lead into the ace queen. Although I can see a world where Adam envisions partner singleton club over there, leads ace of clubs in a club, but hoping to get in with a diamond for another rough. Sort of the mirror image of the defense in the Eddie Wald table.
Oddly enough, I think the lead that gives Declarer most trouble might be a diamond, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And a spade means the no spade loser.
Yeah, so this is gonna
There's gonna be a further 10 imps to Millens, or maybe
yeah, I don't see any reason for Declare to go down at this point.
right. It's actually more than that, right? 620 plus 100. So 720 is 12
12.
inch.
Yeah.
Opening up a small gap at the very end of the first set.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rosenthal up by 5. Millens now will be up by 19.
So this is one of the dangers of leading a singleton trump is that it often compromises partner's trump holding, although he's got an unattractive hand to lead from otherwise. This is the reason I tend to avoid singleton trump leads. So if it goes low, low and declare wins the 9, this hand isn't entirely over yet because he doesn't have an easy way to get to the dummy.
Presumably cash Queen of Spades trick 2,
Yeah.
and then just rough a diamond if you want to draw
Oh,
trump.
I'm thinking no trump. You can't get to the dummy. You need to, yeah. Obviously, you can just rough a diamond. I will need a second cup of coffee before I start this.
And if I have to guess, I'm guessing at that point, Queen of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, heart.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't think he's going to want to give up he's going to need an entry to take the club finesse.
And you know that club length, if anything, is on your right, on declarer's left. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, he may take a double one spade.
yep.
Sometimes these active bids like doubling one spade just make life a lot easier for declarer. Give them so much information about how to play the hand.
So to make the hand, you've got 6 spade tricks.
Mm-hmm.
You're hoping to take, I suppose, probably 2 hearts and 2 clubs, but you want to have the chance of taking 1 heart and 3 clubs, if possible. Adam just pitched a club, which probably means he has 5. He'd be less likely to pitch one from the 4-card suit.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the 4-card clubs in dummy. So you probably have a reasonable odds if you play a small club to the 9, king, and ace. You could definitely think about finessing the 7.
Small club. Well, when you play a small club to the king and ace and you lead a club towards the dummy, the 8's going to show up. Well, this was unexpected.
Oh, that's odd. Huh.
So he can draw trumps. So he can still take the club finesse in a sense later by, club to the king and ace. When he gets back into his hand, he lead a club towards the 10 and 1. Right?
But his own, yes, that's true.
Yeah, I suspect he didn't want to play a diamond for fear of starting to tap himself out in the dummy. Meanwhile, playing all these spades is going to put West under some pressure to start making more pitches. So spade, spade, club to the king and ace.
Let's assume that the hearts were all offside.
Mm-hmm.
You play a club to the king here. Defense gets out with the diamond. You play a heart to the queen, losing. Now you're tapped out of your last trump.
Yeah.
So I think I am still surprised that Clara didn't play for the jack of clubs on side at an earlier stage.
Yeah, this could get awkward.
I don't know what the six of diamonds means, but Emma could certainly tell Adam something about diamonds.
Yeah, she had. I wasn't following the play in the spade suit, but she had ample opportunity to give suit preference in
That's also true.
following with her jack fourth of spades. I'm sure at some point she told partner that she's got a heart on her, which doesn't do Adam too much good. I mean, I guess Adam can envision king queen of hearts over there with partner instead of the king of hearts, king of diamonds. And that would establish two hearts for the defense while he still has a club trick. Because he can see that, remember, the dummy is north. He can see that no diamonds are cashing. Is there any hurry to play hearts if partner's got the king queen of hearts? Well, you can't afford to play a diamond if Declare has the king queen of diamonds. Although the defense might have gone different. The Declare play might have gone differently if he had king queen of diamonds instead of
Right. If Declara has king queen of diamonds, and let's say you exit with a low diamond now,
yeah.
you give Declara a diamond trick, but in that case, you probably do have a heart help with partner. So Clara would have two more spade tricks, a diamond, a club, and a heart, which is 10 tricks. Yeah.
Going back to trick 3 though, if Declare had the king queen of diamonds, they might have just taken a roughing finesse to get to the dummy.
Sure.
It seems like the natural thing to do, given the ace of diamonds is a big favorite to be on side. And you need to get there anyway, and establishing a trick with that, the diamond royals would be a good idea.
But more worryingly, if Declara has the king of diamonds rather than the queen, and partner has the queen of diamonds and the king of hearts.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you may not have a winning play.
Can you just exit clubs? And you know Declare is going to be able to lead up to that 10 of clubs at some point.
So you can cash a club and play a club.
Yeah. And if you have two hearts coming, you're going to get them. If you don't, you don't. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, if partner has the king queen of hearts or the ace queen of hearts, and you just play club, you're going to get your two heart tricks.
Yep, that looks true.
I think you can see, actually, I think upon further reflection, I think he can see that it doesn't matter what he does. I think. Maybe not, though. I mean, he can see 8 tricks for the declarer.
Right.
Yeah, he does come out of heart. All right, so that'll be a quick claim.
So Kevin will win this, play a club up,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be his 10th trick.
All right, I'm gonna drop off so I have a little time in sets.
Thanks, Danny. Thank you to all the viewers.